What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Bourbon and Blunts.
B&B, son.
I am here with my good friend, Mr. Digital Slang. I am the one, the only Mr. Jimmy the J.
I thought you were going to say the other thing.
You thought I was going to say the other thing. We're not going to say that.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm me.
yeah, you're awesome.
Slang.
You're awesome, buddy. Hey, if you're new to the podcast and you like our content, show us some love, drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. And you can listen to us on all audio streaming platforms. You can also find us on most social media platforms as well. You can find me on Twitter at Jimmy_the_J. You on Twitter at Digital Slang.
Digital underscore.
I always
slang.
mess that
on
up.
all social media, TikTok and Instagram and
Twitter.
the Twitter.
Or X.
X
is called,
and shout out to everybody that has subbed lately, and the people that are watching. We're getting a lot of views on the short videos.
Yes.
So short form content.
Yeah. So we're going to hopefully drop more of those.
Yeah.
I need to do a better job of that, as I usually do, because I suck at social media, and I do not like social media at all. For whatever reason, it makes me glaze over, but I have done a better job.
I've given you the tool.
I understand, but can you say I've done a better job?
How many did you post?
I probably posted 5 or 6 now.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have I done a better job?
Well, just posting one would be a better job.
Okay, so then I've done a really good job.
You've done a better
All
job.
right, okay, good.
Better
Anyways,
job.
also you can find our Instagram account on Bourbon and Blunts. That's all one word on Instagram, correct? Bourbon and Blunts.
Yeah, Bourbon Blunts.
Yeah, Bourbon Blunts. I apologize.
Not and, just Bourbon
Just
Blunts.
Bourbon Blunts on Instagram. So, anyways, everybody, for this special episode, we're going to do a whole segment of what is inside you.
It's time for
What's inside you? And a
lot of questions.
lot of questions today. So we'll unpack some of these questions.
Get to know.
We'll go 1 for 1 today.
Okay.
All right, 1 for 1. So shall we get right into it, my friend?
Let's go.
All right. Do you want to go first?
I'll
You want me
go
to
first.
Go ahead. Give it to me.
What is your Wi-Fi password? No, all right. That's literally a question.
That's a question?
Yeah. I was going to read you something else. When I saw that, I was like, wait a minute. Why is it that round pizza comes in a square box?
It's a great question, and I have a theory on that. Not really a theory. I just have an idea on it. I think it's probably because it's easier to fit in certain places like the refrigerator, because the refrigerator is square. So when you put a square inside another square, it fits rather nice and neat. When you put a circle inside a square or rectangle, it does not fit that well, and you lose a lot of space.
I think you would have more space with a circled pizza because the box has the corners. So you're going to have 4 corners where the circumference of the circle is going to be smaller.
I understand what you're saying. However, the issue is the space in the fridge. Have you ever tried to put 2 circles in a square refrigerator? Or rectangular
I've
refrigerator?
never had anything that big that's in a circle. Name one thing that's boxed in a circle.
So at home, we have a side-by-side refrigerator. We have the freezer on one side and the fridge on the other. I hate that fucking fridge. Most of our Tupperware, we have all Pyrex, like glass. Now, most of it is circle. We do have some squares, but most of it's circle.
Yeah.
So when we put the circular ones in, it doesn't fit that great because it's a square. But when you put the square, no, but it's right because the fridge is a square.
Because the fridge is a square,
right? When you put the square ones in, they fit nice and neat, and you're able to get more in.
I really want to know what everybody thinks about this.
Yeah, drop a comment. Let us know what you think. Why is a pizza? Although actually,
I think
not all pizzas. Sicilians are square.
They are, but I actually think it's just easier to make square boxes.
Okay, I mean that's actually probably really what it is.
Literally, that's what it is.
Okay, maybe I put too much thought into it.
Yeah. Some things are just here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I agree. All right. My question for you is about core values, pal.
Okay.
Which of your personal values is most important to you, and how has it influenced the choices you've made in life?
Trust is a big thing.
Okay.
I think I give trust too easily, like with the financial stuff last year.
Yeah.
Even
Well,
though,
do you? I don't know if. I don't think you trust.
No, I told you. I told you I'm
trust.
probably going to get scammed.
Yeah, but you were willing to take a risk.
I was willing to take the risk. Yeah. Let me see. Actually, it's not. Trust is important, but I think my biggest thing and something I'm getting better at is I'm very straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I have something to say to you,
yeah,
I'm going to say it. If I don't, I'm just not going to talk to you.
I got you.
But if I have something to say to you, you're going to know it. You're just going to know.
Okay.
You might not like it.
I understand.
You might love it.
Now, do you?
I'm not trying to be a dick.
Yeah. Do you share that information if somebody doesn't ask for it?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
It depends what it is.
Yeah, I understand.
If it's important, yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
If it's not important,
right? It's like, why did you share that? Like, I didn't.
It's a waste of time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I got you. Okay. All right. So you're saying being forthright with people.
And how is it? You said how has it affected my life?
Yeah.
It allowed me to meet people that I would have never just talked to.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that, dude.
Other than that, that's probably it.
Okay.
What about you?
I have a few core values, but I would say, I mean, right off the bat, I would say my work ethic, right? And it's helped me in many ways. I mean, really throughout my life, I always prided myself in working harder than most people that were around me. Right? And I think about like sports and stuff like that, like, willing to sacrifice pleasure in order for improvement in my life. Whatever it is that
comes in a lot of different things, dude. Sacrificing the pleasure right now for the future.
Yeah. And, sometimes it's harder. It's easier when you're a single individual, a single guy, because you're not necessarily worried about someone else and their feelings and what they want and their needs and desires.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got to take their feelings into account.
Exactly. I wouldn't trade my relationship for the world, but sometimes like I have to, I can't put all my energy here. I can put some energy here, but I got to make sure.
Where if you were single, you would go ham on that one.
Dude, if I was single, I'd be working I'd be working all day, every day, you know? So I would say my work ethic off the top of my head, for sure.
My turn?
Yes, sir.
Do you sometimes hear certain voices in your head?
Yeah. I talk to myself all the time in my head.
You think that's healthy?
Yeah, I do, actually.
Okay.
Depends on what we're...
Do you have like two sides? Do you have like a dick voice and
no,
like a
no,
cool
like
voice?
That.
Or is it like you in the background like cheering?
It's more of like a contemplation type voice.
Having a conversation.
Yeah, conversation, like thinking about, my path, what's going on, what's going well, what's not going well. And I think we all have this internal voice inside. I'm guessing.
Absolutely. I would hope so.
I mean, you have an internal voice, right?
I talk to myself all day long.
All right.
Yeah. I know myself well.
Do you talk to yourself like walk around talking to yourself?
Like you see me in public and I'm just...
Dude, I know people.
Yeah, I've seen it.
I know people personally that I'm like, oh, I call them out all the time. I'm like, hey, talking to yourself again?
There's a girl at work. I'm not going to say her name.
No.
But it's the weirdest thing. Like I'll be like, I'll walk past her desk. I'm not gonna say where her desk is because I would give it away. But I'll walk past her desk and I'll either sometimes I won't say anything. Most of the times I'm like good morning or hello. Yeah. And no matter what I do, she'll answer me or say something first. But I'll be 20 feet down the road, like down the hallway already. Like I'm already out of sight. You can't even see me anymore.
Wait, what?
And I'll just hear, "Hey, Jeff." I was just next to you, like.
But maybe she wasn't paying attention.
Never. Like loop de doo de doo de doo.
So do you think she's talking to herself and not paying attention to you?
She's talking to herself all the time. I see it all the time.
Okay. Is she like mouthing?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I've even asked her about it before. Like, are you talking to yourself?
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I do that.
Yeah. I don't know the psychology of it. And I'm sure maybe there's certain aspects that's not healthy.
I mean, look, it's fine if that's how you have to do it. But I mean, it looks weird.
I can't say I'm talking to myself out loud that often.
No, never.
Come on,
not true.
you have to. Like you're sitting there like, you fucking stupid ass.
Well, yes, like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah.
Like, shit.
I'm like, shit, I shouldn't have done that. And I'm like thinking, should I have done
But
that?
my internal voice is running all the time.
Now, does your internal voice sound like you talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of how I hear it.
Yeah. I mean, you're not hearing a voice, but you're thinking about it.
Right, yeah. Interesting. Yeah. I was reading something about this the other day, dude. I wish I could remember, like, there's maybe it was research. I guess psychologists are starting to research, like, the area of where this internal voice comes from or something like that. It's very interesting.
It would be weird as hell if you pictured your inner voice sounding very different. You know what I mean? Like, what if you just normally fucking think of your inner voice and it's high pitched?
What if it
or it's a girl voice?
Or it's a girl voice. Yeah.
You identify as a girl in your inner voice.
Oh, interesting. Oh, dude, what a great question to ask a trans person.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, that is a good question. For any trannies out there.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm trying to think, like, if I have any friends that are trans. Nah.
I would love to know that.
I would love to know that too. What an interesting.
Ask the question.
Yes. I don't want to put. What do you mean ask a question?
Like just say it now.
Right.
Like just voice it so it's out there.
Okay. If there's any trans people out there, what does your internal voice sound like? And does that internal voice match your biological gender?
Or your new gender.
Or your new gender. All right. So drop a comment if you're out there listening. I'd love to hear that. It's a very interesting thought, man. Okay, cool. All right.
I asked that one.
That was a court.
I asked about the inner.
Inner voice. Yeah. Oh, it's my question now. What the hell am I doing? That's the weed, dude.
It's the weed. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, shit. I got 1% left.
Is there a book, movie, or event? Now, this is about life a little bit, the impact of your life. Is there a book, movie, or event that has had a significant influence on your life? And how did it change your perspective or behavior?
It's a good question. For the most part, no. The only thing that I could think of that comes close to something like that would be after watching Rocky. Like back in the day, I would want to come home and I would either box in my room or that's what made me start working out. You know, things like
cool,
that.
Man.
Like, yeah.
All right.
Like I wanted to work out after that.
So Rocky was a point in your life that made you want to exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. Very, very cool. Yeah. All right. I love that.
I remember my first set of weights I got when I was young, like in my early teens. And it was just like 2 sand dumbbells.
Yeah, I remember that.
With the straight blue bar.
Yep. It was like plastic. It was like
a maroon plastic.
Yes, I do remember that.
It had like the blue bar, and I would just sit down there and curl and do shoulders, and it was good.
Nice, man. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, for me, so I remember when I was a kid, I used to really like to read a lot. At least in my mind, I read a lot. Like, who knows? But in my mind, I thought I was reading a lot.
Keep talking. I gotta get my phone's about to die.
And then, as I got older, I started losing this love for reading, and I think part of that stemmed from being in school and being forced to read certain books that I just didn't have an interest in at the time. Now, looking back on some of these books, I'm like, oh, they were good books. But at that time, I just didn't have the wherewithal to be able to not handle it, but understand the brevity of them. And then once I got in my 20s, I started falling in love with reading again. And one of the books that made me fall in love with reading again was by Andy Andrews called The Traveler's Gift. And it's about 7 decisions that determine personal success. And from there, like, I just loved reading after that because I found different genres along that vein that really resonated with me. And that book, I would say, in a lot of ways changed my life because I think it gave me a different mindset when I needed it at the time. And part of that mindset was more of a growth mindset because in my early 20s, I felt like I wasn't growing anymore. Done college, right? Done my undergrad, and now I'm working, and it's just like I felt stagnant. And I think when you're in school, it's easy to make a change. It's easy to change. It's easy to feel growth because everything is new. Every semester's new. Every school year's new. Every summer's new. And then you start, working a real job eventually, and even that's new. But then all of a sudden, like, that shit gets old after a while, right? And then it's the same routine day in and day out. Yeah. And it's easy to become stale. And after picking up that book, this The Traveler's Gift by Andy Andrews, it was like, oh, this is a tool that I can use in order to grow again. And a simple tool is reading. So I made me fall in love with reading again. So
Braille.
That book.
Braille.
Dude, that'd be cool if I could read Braille.
I mean, you need to because you suck at reading.
I'm not saying I'm the best reader.
Yeah.
You know,
We've all heard you.
it's true. You have.
We've all heard you. Yeah.
I'm going to blame the Kush on that one, dude. All right, give me your question there, homie.
Do you have an imaginary friend?
No.
No.
I don't think I ever did. I can't remember a time when I did. Bet you did, though.
No.
Yeah, you did. You're a freaking loser. You had no friends.
I had 4.
You had 4 imaginary friends?
No, I had none.
You didn't have any?
No.
Yeah, I didn't have any either, buddy.
No. It's not even something I ever thought about.
No, I can't.
It's not something that you think, generally think about. I don't think.
Well, I don't know. Maybe as a kid you do. But even as a kid, like I don't remember ever feeling like I had like having like. No, I can't say that I did. I can't say I did. I played a lot. I had maybe it was just because my imagination allowed me to. Like some of my friends were my my Ninja Turtles. You know, when I was a little kid, I'd play with my Ninja Turtles all day long. You know, or GI Joes all day long, and like that was my imagination. And maybe that's part of having an imaginary friend is this imagination as a child.
Maybe
I'm guessing. I'm not sure. I don't know the psychology of that, but so we both know no imaginary friends. If you had an imaginary friend, what would be your friend's name?
Name?
Yeah,
Rory.
Rory.
I don't know why. I have no idea. It's just the first thing that popped into my head.
First thing that popped in my head was Teddy.
Teddy?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Rory and Teddy.
Yeah, maybe because of the movie Ted.
Probably.
With the bear.
Rory would be much cooler than Teddy.
Dude, have you seen Ted?
Of course.
That's a hilarious movie.
Both of them are good.
They're both great.
Yeah.
Mark, can you imagine that if you actually had
I would love that
oh
shit,
my God,
dude.
it's so cool.
Love it.
So cool. All right. You asked me a question. Okay. How do you want to be remembered? How do you want to be remembered by your friends? What qualities or achievements do you hope they will highlight when they think of you? Like, what are some of your thoughts? How do you want to be remembered?
It's a good question. Didn't we talk about this already?
I'm not sure. Not today.
Not today, no.
We probably have talked about this.
Yeah, I think we have. How would I want to be remembered? Just a good dude. Overall, just a good dude. I don't really care about anything else. I don't want any accolades. I don't want any accomplishments. Like I don't need to be recognized for anything.
Okay.
Just, he was a good dude. He was chill. Good dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough, man.
I'm good with that.
Okay. I think I'd want to be remembered as an individual who made a difference on other people's lives, impacted other people's lives for the positive. I think that's very important to me. And that's what, I don't know. I always felt like I was on this earth to try to help others in some way, right? So if I was able to do that, I'm just telling you how I feel, buddy. So, you know, if I was able to do that in some way for individuals, like that would be a very nice accomplishment.
Okay.
You know, if people said that about me.
What do you guys think? Should we say it about? Nah, we'll wait. We're not going to say it about you.
How I impacted you?
Yeah.
How have I impacted you, bud?
You haven't yet.
It's a lie.
You haven't.
Look
yet.
at all the weight you lost.
It has nothing to do with you.
You're lying.
It has
Okay.
nothing to do with you. What have you done to help me lose weight?
I was a motivating, encouraging factor in your life when everybody turned their back on you.
Who turned their back on me?
I mean, life was turning its back on you.
Life. Yeah, life kicked me in the throat.
Yeah, and I was always there.
I mean,
I was like a freaking light in the darkness for you, sir. Thank you. I was your freaking North Star.
oh, Norse, he went there.
Yeah.
He went there.
You know it, and I know it. The audience doesn't know it. They don't need to know it, and that's fine. You're holding back, and I understand that.
I'm holding back.
You're protecting yourself. I get it. But we know
What am I protecting myself from?
your emotions. To be vulnerable.
No, I'm always vulnerable.
You're not vulnerable.
Always. With certain people.
With certain people. You're not vulnerable with me.
You're a dude.
It's okay to be vulnerable with guys.
No.
Why is it not?
I'm not saying it's not okay. I don't know you like that.
Dude, we've known each other for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know a decent amount about me.
Yeah.
I know
and
decent,
vice versa.
Yeah, I know a decent amount about you.
Yeah.
Why couldn't you? Why do you feel like?
So that's already being vulnerable and opened up.
Oh, that's
I don't know
okay.
how much more you're trying to
that's
get.
True.
Bro.
I mean, would you ever cry on my shoulder?
No.
You would never cry on my shoulder.
Never.
I would if I had to.
No.
If I had to, I'd cry on your shoulder.
No.
Would you hug me if I was really?
I'd
upset,
give you a hug if you were crying.
Would you give me like a real hug?
And then I'd tell you to man the fuck up.
No, you wouldn't.
It depends what you were crying about.
Yeah, but like loss of a loved one.
Well, then yeah, I'll console you.
Okay.
I'll
Would you hug
console
me?
you. Yeah, a little.
Would you let me like really hold you.
Is with the hugs, dude.
I'm a huggy kind
I'm
of guy.
not a hugger.
That's why I'm trying to ask you, if I am really upset, can I come to you and you give me a freaking hug? Will you hug me?
Why can't
you
I?
freaking heartless
I'll give you
bastard.
a bro hug. I'll give you a
I
bro
don't want
hug.
a bro hug
Yes,
when I'm
you
really
do.
upset
come
and
on,
hurt.
big dog. Come on, it's all good.
Yeah, would you double hand me? Would you?
That does not sound good. That does not. You got to rephrase that. That does not sound good at all.
I am a hugger.
Yeah, I know you are.
Yeah,
You've been trying to give me a hug for a long time.
Now, do you think I'd love to talk to your mom about this. And I can't wait to talk to your sister about this. Actually, she'll be here next week, right?
Yeah.
I want to ask her, what was it like growing up with you and your lack of emotion, and where did that lack of emotion come from? Did it come from you being in the basement neglected as a child? That's what I'm wondering.
Possible. It has something to do with my ability to be okay alone.
Okay. Is your sister a huggy person? Is she an affectionate?
More than me.
Okay. It's not saying much.
More than me.
Would you say she's on my level?
No, nobody's on your level, dude. You're
right.
borderline gay.
It's not gay to hug somebody, pal.
It's borderline gay.
It's just because you are. No, it's fine. You feel however you want to feel. I'm not going to argue with you.
No, she's not on your level, but she's definitely more affectionate than I am.
All right, like a tweener? She between me and you?
Probably.
Okay. Oh, cool. Well,
Yeah,
I'm glad. That's
probably.
nice. That's
Yeah.
nice. Did I ask that question? Did you ask the question?
That's a good question.
I think I asked that question.
No, have you? Oh, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Have you ever fallen off your bike in front of a huge crowd? I mean, we know you busted your ass on a bike recently.
Dude, I was just talking about this the other day. My freaking shoulder is still, about a year later, still bothers me. I think I broke something in there, dude. Besides that being on the dude's Ring camera and him posting it everywhere on social media, I can't think of a time I fell off my bike in front of a giant.
He posted it everywhere on
I don't
social
know if
meia.
he did or not, but I'll tell you what, if I was that dude, I would.
I would have too.
I'm like, look at this fucking guy.
Look at this moron.
Trash can 1, William 0.
Yeah,
Freaking God, what a knucklehead.
that's hilarious.
I regret that. And it's my
It was
fault.
last year.
Yeah, it was last year, dude.
Yeah.
It was and it was my fault. I was talking to Skylar the other day about this. I was like, I have nobody to blame but myself
Yeah.
because I was being negligent.
Yeah.
I could blame the trash can.
You felt safe. You were on your home street.
Yeah, I was in my area.
Yeah.
But I was being negligent. So I can't think of a time where I did. No. Have you?
I mean, I've fallen on my bike before. I don't remember a large crowd people saw, but
Yeah.
the one thing about a large crowd is when I went skiing once.
Oh, tell me about that.
Me and my boy were snowboarding. Shout out to Drew. And we were snowboarding at, I think we were just at Spring Mountain right there in Lansdale.
Okay.
And it was packed. So we were getting on one of the lifts when we had our snowboards. And there was a huge line behind us. There had to be at least 70, 80 people behind us, like a lot of people. And it was snowing, and we sat down, and for whatever reason, our snowboards like got stuck together. So like he kind of like fell off as we were going up, and then he pulled me down with him, and we fell flat on our faces, dude. Like in front of, and everybody just started dying. And then we just got up and looked at him, and we were like,
Yeah. Give it to me. Give it to me. That's funny, man.
fell flat right on our face.
That's
dude.
kind of embarrassing.
It was very embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was funny though. It was
Yeah,
funny.
we're like, Drew, get off me.
I mean, you're covered in your snow gear. Nobody knows what who you are
I know,
anyway.
but still, but
It
you
was-
know.
Oh,
You
I,
know.
I haven't forgotten it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I haven't
You
forgotten
know.
it. It was embarrassing.
Oh, that's funny, man. All right. What does happiness mean to you? And can you recall a time when you felt truly happy? What made it so special?
A time where I felt truly happy.
Truly happy.
Wow. That's few moments.
Really?
Yeah. Like truly happy, like blissfully happy.
Whatever it means to you.
I mean, I'm probably in the best place I've ever been in now.
I would say since I've known you, yeah.
In my early 30s, I was a very similar person.
To what you are now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I lost that.
When you hurt your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now, now I'm good. I think I'm better than I was in my 30s. Because in my 30s, I might have still, I don't remember, but I might have still cared what people thought.
Okay.
Maybe. Now, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
Do you think has come with age with you?
Not just age, experiences, like things you go through, things that like, why would I care what somebody thinks about me?
Mm-hmm.
Like the only reason I should ever care about that is if you're a person that I would ask advice from.
There you go. And that's,
You know, if I look up to you or if you're a mentor, which like, and then it would bother me.
Yeah.
But no, 99.9% of the people, like,
No.
You don't know me well enough to fucking judge me anyway.
Right, 100%. I mean, it is very interesting why, like, how so many people care about what others think of them when they really have no value in that person's life. Yeah. You know, like, why do you care about this person? Not that you don't care about the person, but it's like, why do you care what this person thinks when they have zero value in your life?
It's nonsense.
And
it's a waste of energy.
Yeah, it is a waste of energy. You're right. But I do think, to your point, caring about what other people
that you respect,
you admire, you look up to,
friends, like
I care about
that's
that.
different. That's different, though.
Yeah, no, I agree. So I can say, I mean, many times, but one of the times, you know, within the past couple of years, like I remember living out in Colorado for that first summer, and I just remember being so freaking happy to be out there. I was with my pup. I was with Skylar. I was in this beautiful place. We planned for this. We worked towards it. We got jobs. Like, we got the whole experience. And to be out there, to experience so much beauty, to make so many great friends, I was just so happy, man. And I remember leaving that place to come back east, and I was crying. I mean, tears as I'm pulling out. Because I felt like I was leaving a piece of myself behind. So that was a time I was truly happy.
Okay,
truly happy. Okay. Yeah, man. So
that's cool. My question: Who is your celebrity crush?
Oh, Jessica Biel.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
it's a good one.
You know what? I think she's just a natural beauty.
She's pretty hot, man.
She's just a natural beauty. She's in great shape. Yeah, like I've never seen her
not look good.
Yeah, and I've never seen her like overly done up, like all this. I'm sure on the red carpet, whatever. But she just looks like a natural beauty, and I appreciate natural beauty.
That's why you like me.
I do. You're a natural beauty too. True. Who's your celebrity crush?
Kate Beckinsale.
Ooh, that's another natural beauty, dude. Yeah. I agree. In freaking Underworld.
Oh my God.
Oh.
She could turn me into a vampire immediately.
Yeah, sign me up.
Like,
sign me up.
Go ahead. Come on.
Which side do you want? What do you want?
Put some like blood on my neck.
Oh man. Yeah, she was so beautiful in that movie. Gosh, she was such a badass in that movie.
Gorgeous.
Wow. Yeah. I agree, buddy. So, what do you think? You want to do one more? Or do you want to wrap this up?
We'll do one more.
All right, one more. Let me think of one off the top of my head this time. If you could go back to a time in your life that you could change something,
that's easy.
What would you? When you would jump off the Mexico.
I wouldn't jumped off the thing.
Would you even gone?
Yeah.
Would you even gone on that trip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The trip was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I would have changed that moment.
You would change that moment.
That one moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. What would I have done?
You would have went through with the operation.
I think I would have went through with the operation.
Makes sense.
You know, the doctor talked me out of it, but I think I would have,
What was going to be your name?
I was thinking about a couple of things. Sheila was one.
Jocelyn, I think.
Jocelyn was another one. I just decided against it.
You regret it?
I regret it. Let's see. Just for fun, not that it doesn't matter one way or another, but just for fun, maybe I would have went into the military.
Okay. That's a better choice.
Yeah.
I would agree with that 1,000% because if I would have done that, I would have never been in that place in Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have if I could do it all over again. Military for sure.
Yeah, I think I would have joined the military. I'm not saying I would have gone. I always say I would have gone career, but maybe I wouldn't, just for the experience of it.
Yeah.
You know. Now I would have been joining when, we were like shit was getting. Probably I think Navy.
You seem like a sailor boy.
Yeah, I'm a seaman.
Yeah.
Probably Navy or even Coast Guard. I was actually getting recruited when I was in high school for football to go to the Coast Guard Academy.
I went to the Coast Guard to sign up.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened with that?
I stopped. I decided against it. From me and my boy went, and we were ready to sign up, and then we just didn't like it.
I got you.
There.
Okay. Yeah, I had a couple old neighbors and I was already in college and whatnot, so I was already past this. But they were both actually 3 of them were in the Coast Guard. My one neighbor lived next door to my grandparents. This sounded so freaking cool. A part of his job was he would ride along in helicopters, and they would chase drug boats.
That'd be cool.
And they would be either shooting the drug boats out of the helicopter, or they'd have to board the drug boats off the helicopter. So that was part of his job, was board the freaking drug boats.
That's awesome.
I thought
in the ocean.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool, man.
Yeah.
I thought I was like, at 21 years old, you're like, fuck, that's badass. And at 36, I still think that's badass.
Yeah.
So
Coast Guard or Navy.
Yeah, probably Coast Guard, Navy. Probably more if I was younger, just because I was getting recruited with the Coast Guard, I probably would have gone Coast Guard. But my buddy, he's in the Navy, and he's career Navy. He's a chief now in the Navy. Shout out to Christopher. He loves it. He's freaking been all over, man. He loves it. So, yeah, I think I would have done that. So, but anyways, pal, that was a good little segment. I like those questions.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for asking them.
Yeah. They're
the best.
good.
I love you. Just want to express my love. So anyways, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We greatly, greatly appreciate you. If you liked our content, please drop a sub, drop a like, drop a comment. You can listen to us on all audio platforms as well. And we'll catch you all next time. Bye, everybody.